Hello, people. How's everybody's doing? So, I decided to start vlogging what I do in general with my music life. And so today I decided to take my old Korg Kronos, is my workstation synthesizer. I haven't been using it for more than a year. I was actively using it for gigs and for as also as a controller for my studio work, or I used it a lot for Grimgots, for example, as a MIDI controller for connected to my computer, to my setup there. And I used to have it on the stand, and now I changed it for this Arturia MIDI keyboard. But yeah, it was very good because I could use it and on Cubase, and it has a very nice synth action. Got it here. It's the first time I see it after months. I've put it in this case, but yeah, very good keyboard. I had it since 2011, probably something like that. I love the keys. These are the most comfortable keys I ever played. It's synth action keys, but they're kind of semi-weighted and they bounce a bit. Also, I like all the touch display here. All these are MIDI. I managed to assign them to Cubase, all these knobs and faders, and it's very good. And on top of it, I also have this nano pad. It goes USB and I can use the pads. But the reason I'm taking it out today is because I stopped using it since it started giving me these problems. So after having it turned on for I don't know, a random amount of time, it could have been 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 10, 15, half an hour. Yeah, after a random set amount of time, it would switch off all of a sudden, or sometimes giving me an error. And I discovered on Facebook groups and online in general that a lot of people experience this problem. So what I will do, I will just open the back, and open the back, see what's going on there. And apparently, most of people recommend just to clean the motherboard and the RAM slots. So that's what I'm gonna do. So let's just do that. Okay, so maybe the best thing I can do first is just to test it because it's been ages. So let's see what's going on here. I just plugged it in. I'm gonna switch it on from the back button here, just like this, on, and let's see what happens on the screen. Okay, all the LEDs, LED are switching on. I can hear the something spinning inside, and yeah, it's going on through the usual routine. The disc is flashing. I really love this keyboard. I like its aesthetics. I like how it's compact. I like how it's got everything. It's got this XY pitch bend. So we have pitch bend left and right, modulation up, and even an extra function down. I love the ribbon. It's got these two function. I can't remember now what it was about, but okay, now it says loading preload KSC, so it seems to be everything fine for now. But yeah, I think you could switch a few options regarding to this. It's got this, can't remember the joystick. It's got lots of functions. It's got a karma. It's got this is a monster keyboard, really good. And it also got all the inputs. It's got left and right outputs. It's got 4 additional outputs, 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's got the 3 pedals. So it's got the this, I believe, pedal is the controller pedal for modulation effects. Switch, I have the pedal to switch patches. It's very useful. I can go from patch 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, just pressing the pedal. The damper, I believe, is a sustain pedal. It's got optical audio in and out. Amazing. It's got line 1 and 2 in for microphone or the instruments, and its own gain, volume, and all the MIDI in, out and through, and 2 USB A type and 1 B type. This keyboard has it all. It's a monster. The only negative aspect of this keyboard is that I think now is considered a bit obsolete. It's got amazing sounds, of course. That's why people use it, also for the sounds. But it's heavy. Ah, there you go. It's heavy, and yeah, and it's like a computer inside. So there are a lot of parts that sometimes fail, And but yeah, it's a very good. So after a couple of minutes, it switched on as usual. Seems everything is going fine. It's got the, also I forgot to mention, it's got the headphones output here. And yeah, okay, let's see what's going on here now. So I've got my famous set lists here. I got the last Grimgots settings I've used with the backing tracks, the intro backing tracks, all the chords I've written down, with backing vocals reminders with the chords. Very good. I miss those times, to be honest. I was programming all these sounds and I was writing down all the comments. I like how I keyboard solo. I love the shredding on this keyboard. Really, I can fly on these keys, and very nice touch and bouncing. And I like the sound I have here. But that can be, a sound could be reproducible anywhere. So I'm gonna switch off the camera now and see for how long I can keep this on and see what error it shows me, if it shows it. But yeah, the last times I've used it, it definitely did. And also it used to get very hot here on this, around here. Now it's cold because I just switched it on, but maybe as it heats up, maybe it will warm up. So I will keep an eye. Okay, checking on some progress. It's been about 30 minutes since I've started the keyboard, and yeah, it's still okay. It's not hot. I mean, it's not as cold as earlier. It's a bit warmer. I can tell the difference from here. It's kind of cold. Here a bit warmer. And meanwhile, I decided to make just a proper backup of everything inside. So I'm backing everything up into a USB storage, and I will pass it onto my computer on the cloud, and I will keep it there. But so far so good. Probably I won't need to do anything. So I will just keep it, because usually, I mean, I used to, when I used this keyboard, I used to keep it on for hours. Because yeah, I was spending long afternoons doing all these Cubase projects. So let's say usually my time was about 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. So yeah, about 6 hours. Yeah, and also depending on the weather, when it's hot in summer, in our room with no circulation, it used to heat up a bit, but it seems all good now. So for as much as I love this keyboard, I really love it. But I was thinking that I need to downgrade my setup, Also, every time I'm moving from places, and here in London, I actually end up moving often. I have to put that inside here, and altogether is about 40 kilos. It's very heavy keyboard. So I wanted to downgrade from this, and also all this setup here with a huge desk, the huge, I mean, not huge, but the computer tower, these speakers, which is very good. I love this setup, but it takes a lot of space, it's a lot of components, it's a lot of things, and I want to downgrade. I want to have, I got a MacBook Air. I took it for other reasons. So this is a basic, but I've got also Logic now. So I've got both Cubase installed in my main computer, my powerhouse. Got lots of storage. I have lots of RAM, powerful processor. So that's custom built by myself for specifically for music. But I think I will just reduce everything from all of this. The computer that needs all the external keyboards, mouse, and the trackball here. Well, I could have just simple two speakers, but I decided to get these ones, the 5.1, which has got this console. Well, I've got of course the external audio interface, and of course the monitor. I have a big monitor for my computer, but I wanted to basically manage to sell this, the Kronos, and basically do everything, sell Kronos, probably sell a few other keyboards. Also got, yeah, as I was saying before, I got this nice Arturia MIDI keyboard, but I don't like the action of this keyboard. So probably I could try to sell everything, most of things, and then just do everything with a MacBook Pro with powerful processor and enough storage for all the orchestral samples, and then like a proper MIDI keyboard. Like this is already proper, but maybe a better one, but maybe later. Also, I got this very good headphones. Got the Biodynamic 19. I'm gonna show you. 1990, I believe, Pro. These are very good. Open back DT 1990 Pro, open back. And since I don't have a nice set of speakers for reference, these are very good. But if I switch to MacBook Pro, and probably I can use that anywhere around I go. Probably it's better if I get the close back version, even not the Pro, even like the lower version, because I'm not gonna do like intensive production like mixing and mastering. So it's mostly for producing tracks, like as well like arrangement, composing, and yeah, recordings. And but yeah, that's my main idea. So yeah, so what's going on here? Yeah, this is a pretty long backup because I'm backing up everything I have. Uh, Again, so a bit sad to get rid of the Kronos. I love it. I really love the keyboard. Also, throughout the years, I managed to learn its tech aspect. Although not everything. I feel like I know how to use 20% of its capabilities. But but yeah, my attachment is not really justified. I have to see the practical aspect. Yes, I have. I just barely use all of these, so and I'll be better off. I'm convinced I'll be better off with just a powerful laptop. I can use a laptop for everything, for live setup, and also for, yeah, orchestral arrangements and composition. And yes, and then there it's much easier because I can basically create and back up all the kind of files and setups digitally rather than having to do this. So although I love that the Kronos can do all of this, uh, I mean, I can do everything on a laptop, and I can just bring the laptop on a suitcase and like this basically. I mean, I can transform that and that into basically this and this, and a small MIDI keyboard, much lighter, and yes, and maybe a guitar, and there we go. That will make my life as a keyboard player much easier and practical. So yes, also I'm moving from place to place, dragging all of these. I have this. I have three guitars. I have this one. So it's like five keyboards and plus the stands. I've got this stand for under the desk. I've got the X double X stand for this, and it's a lot of stuff to carry around. If I had like a house, with a specialized space for all of that, yes, I will have my studio. I would keep everything there. But in any case, it doesn't make much sense to keep all of this with me. Um, so well, let's just see. This is going fine for now. So I think I won't need to do much on it. Yeah, it's not overheating or anything. I think as the moment the backup finishes, I will just save it as I mentioned earlier, and I will just clean it off, do a factory reset. Yeah, so let's just do that. Let's just finish, and I'll be recording again when these will finish, and I will go through the factory reset there. All right, so the backup is completed. Now I will just have to basically to clean everything first. But you see there is one factory with a lock. So what I'll do, I'll just go multi-select, and all of this now is saved in my computer and in the cloud as well. So I can safely delete everything. And by the way, it's been about 1 hour now of having the Korg Kronos on. It's still not very hot, although it's heating up. And there you go. So what I will have to do, I have to do it from utility tab, delete. Okay, are you sure? Okay, clean up, yes. Okay, there it go. We only have the factory. Let's see if open. So these are all the factory files and folders. So I believe, let's go and see. Here I still have the set list as I left them. Okay. Okay. Then Okay, let's load everything here. Okay. This file was created on another version of the Kronos. The order of the factory programs is different between the Kronos X and the new Kronos. Remap references to factory programs to use the new order? Yes. Okay. Okay. Seems like this is okay. No, actually, it's going fine. What I will do after doing all the reset, I will just do a sound test. I will just see if all the sounds work properly. Also, yes, I am preparing this baby to be sold. Actually, it hurts. It's really sad, but yeah, I have to move on. Actually, I will have to move on. I have to think of on the practical side. Yeah, I remember to buy this one. This this was super expensive at the time, but to buy this one, I had to sell. My main keyboard before this one was a. First of all, my first serious keyboard was a Korg TR61 keys, which was the kind of the baby version of the Korg Triton. And so I started doing and programming the Korg keyboards with that, the Korg TR61, and very nice keyboard. Although the monitor was like very small, it was just like this small, a blue monitor with just those old kind of monitors. And yes, but I could do all the splits, the layers, and all the sounds. But I didn't have the setlist function, which I love. I got one of the best reasons I got this keyboard is because of the setlist function. You just press here and you move patches, and basically you can use patch 1 to then go back to patch 1 but without needing to duplicate the patch, so it's very good. There we go. I think this is, yeah, now the beeps are back in because I remember I had deleted them. And yeah, it's back to the factory reset. All I have to do is just to test it out and see if all the sounds come out nicely and everything. But yeah, and I had that, and then shortly after I also got the Korg Triton Extreme, which was the flagship keyboard of the time. So basically it was the Korg Triton, and then after that, which was the M2, because there was the M1, which is the historical first master flagship workstation from Kronos. Then I believe the Triton was the M2 version. They didn't call it M2 but Triton. Then they did the M3, which was kind of modular. It was wide. You could take these parts. Some of them had a monitor that could have been extracted, the two parts, or you could substitute one of the parts for a modular things. So it was kind of modular. And after that, they did if I'm not wrong, the M4, which is the Kronos now. Well, they did the Oasis before the Kronos, the Karma, which Karma is implemented in this one. At least some functions of the Karma, which was like arpeggiator functions. But yeah, a lot of stuff. But yeah, I had to sell the Korg TR61 and the Korg Triton Extreme 88. I had the full-on 88 keys, fully weighted, and it was amazing action from those keys. And but that was super heavy. When I got it, I never moved it from my home. I could not move it. It was too heavy, too big. It was a struggle to move that keyboard. And yes, I had to solo those two in order to get this one, and it was a very good um, purchase, definitely. um, but yeah, at the time I didn't know much about computer music and all of that. There was all of that was too complicated. But yes, in the past few years I got into all of this, and wow, it makes life much easier. Of course, these keyboards have peculiar sounds and functions. You know, you can do everything from them. Also, I always been an advocate for taking my keyboard, because I was more reliant on the keyboard itself because it's built in for that, rather than bringing a laptop on stage. Because laptops also, they have other things, you know, something might pop up, whatever, other sounds. You don't want that awkward situation on stage. But now that I got used to computers, you know, and actually I did a gig not too long ago with my guitar, sending MIDI Bluetooth to my laptop, and everything kind of worked fine. So now I feel a bit more safe with laptops on stage. But yeah, so I didn't know much. So of course, this ended up being the best option ever. So I had this for the past more than 10 years. So yeah, I recorded a full album with this. Actually, I've recorded all of the Skyward, the EP, and the single with this. Sick in the Heavens EP and I Fly single for Skyward. Also, I've recorded from its sounds, inbuilt sounds, I recorded Grimgod's second album, also the third EP, Part Man, Part Beast, Part Dragon, and also the second album, which is Dragons of the Ages. Everything was recorded from here. And everything else on Grimgods basically was on my computer and using this as a MIDI controller. But yeah, well, I think that's it. I think I will end this video here. And another video we'll do is just to test all the sounds, just to make sure everything works fine after the reset. Also, excuse my voice, but I've got a bit of flu, and yeah, I got a bit of infection, but that's going away. And I will do a next video, yes, with all this sound tests, also to make sure everything works fine as a preset. And then the next video will be just a demo in general, a generic demo, just to as an advertisement to sell this keyboard. So okay, well, thank you for watching, and see you next time.